فَلَقْتَحَمَ. You see, fala, as we have seen before, Madi is negated by ma. Mudari is negated by la. But Madi is negated with la in two cases. Which are they? First of all, to express a wish. La araka Allahu makruhan. May not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala show you anything unpleasant. You follow me? La. So it is a wish. La qaddar Allah. May Allah not determine it for you. La qaddar Allah. La samah Allah. Now this is a wish. The second is when two verbs are negated together with then you use la. La akaltu wala sharibtu. I have neither eaten nor drunk. La akaltu wala sharibtu. La tawaddatu wala sallayt. La tawaddatu wala sallayt. La dakhaltu wala kharajtu. If somebody says you have got inside the room and you must have taken something, he said, La dakhaltu wala kharajtu. Follow me? In the Quran, فَلَا صَدَّقَ وَلَا صَلَّى. فَلَا صَدَّقَ وَلَا صَلَّى. He neither believed nor he prayed. So, here, we have neither a wish nor two verbs are there. But why فَلَا اقْتَحَمَ الْعَقَبَةَ? So in fact, there are two verbs, which will come later on. When we come to the end of the surah, we'll find out there is another verb which is mentioned later, but whose rightful place is here. We'll see why it has been mentioned later. So, فَلَقْتَحَمَ الْأَقَبَةَ. فَلَقْتَحَمَ الْأَقَبَةَ. Aqaba plural is iqab. فَلَقْتَحَمَ الْأَقَبَةَ. فَلَا صَدَّقَ وَلَا صَلَّى. We have seen this before. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْأَقَبَةُ. In the Quran you see always, there are many places where to bring out, to highlight a point, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ. What will explain to you? Dara yadri is to know. Dara yadri. Ma adri. The usual word the Arabs use for I don't know is la ma adri. La adri. La adri. Dara yadri. Dirayatan. Dara yadri. Which bab is this? Daraba yadri. Dara yadri. To make it is of course transitive. To make it doubly transitive with two objects, we will say adra. Adra mudara yudri. Adra yudri. Of course the masdar is idra'un. It's very rarely used. Wama adraka. What made you know? What will explain to you? So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to bring out a point, to highlight a point, he says, Wama adraka. What will explain to you? How do you come to know what is this? What it is? Wama adraka mal aqaba. You have not stormed the summit. You are standing in the middle. You have not gone up. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْعَقَبَةُ. Who will explain to you, or how will you come to know what the summit is? Because if you understand what summit is, then you will understand what is required of you to do. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْعَقَبَةُ. Now, mal aqaba, this jumla ismiya, is it jumla ismiya or fi'liya? Ismiya. Mal aqaba, where is the mubtada? Al-aqabatu ma. When the khabar is interrogative particle, interrogative noun, it comes first. Masmuka, ismuka ma. Mal aqaba. So aqaba, mubtada, and ma is khabar. And this jumla ismiya is the second object of adra. Wama adra ka. Ka is the first. and aqaba, mal aqaba is the second object. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْأَقَبَةُ. So remember always Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He highlights an idea, He asks a question. Do you understand what I am going to tell you? What is aqaba? First of all, He said, you have not stormed the aqaba. And then He says, do you understand what it is? And then He replies, fakku raqaba. Of course, here the mubtada is omitted. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْأَقَبَةُ hiya. What will explain to you what is aqaba? And then He says, hiya. This mubtada, that is fakku raqaba. Fakka yafukku is to untie. Untie a rope, or even untie, or to take out a nail. That is why in modern Arabic, mifakkun is a screwdriver. Screwdriver. Mifakkun. What type of noun is this? Ismul ala. Mifakkun. Mifakkun is a screwdriver. So, to untie a rope, rabata yarbitu, rabata is to tie. Fakka is to untie. Raqaba is the neck. Raqaba. And that is the word used in Arab land, raqaba. Fakku raqaba is untying the and the neck. What does it mean? Freeing a slave. Freeing a slave. Because a slave in the olden days was treated like an animal. He will be tied with a rope, and so that he doesn't run away, they will have him as an animal is brought, tied to a rope, and the rope will be tied to his neck. So fakku raqaba. People don't understand the contribution of Islam with regard to the emancipation of slaves. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the expiation of many sins, it may be a small sin, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says the expiation is that you should free a slave. Freeing a slave, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encourages. Of course, in those days it was not possible to abolish slavery. It will be like abolishing aeroplanes now, all of a sudden one day. So people will be stuck. So slaves were a part of the society. So Islam encouraged emancipation in different ways. So he says, fakku raqaba. Riqab is plural. We also have riqab, wafir riqabi. That is in emancipation of slaves, in freeing slaves. Raqabatun fir riqab. See, there is an ayah in Surah Al-Baqarah, 177. وَآتَ الْمَالَ عَلَى حُبِّهِ وَآتَ الْمَالَ عَلَى حُبِّهِ, that he gave his wealth عَلَى حُبِّهِ, for love of him, for Allah's love. ذَوِي الْقُرْبَى, the relatives, kith and kin, وَالْيَتَامَى, and the orphans, وَالْمَسَاكِينَ, and the needy, poor, وَابْنَ السَّبِيلِ, the wayfarer, وَالسَّائِلِينَ, and the beggars, was وَفِي الرِّقَابِ, and for the emancipation of slaves. So in the Zakah fund, there is one special provision for the emancipation of slaves. وَفِي الرِّقَابِ فَكُّ رَقَبَةٍ وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْأَقَبَةُ فَكُّ رَقَبَةٍ. There is another word, fakkun. If it is a noun, then it is the jaw. Jaw is fakkun. Yes. Jaw.